this up a little bit. All right. Grand rising to all. Salute, salute. Salute to the internal indigenous spiritual most high. You know, salute to, I can't salute the trolls. I'm starting to like some of you trolls. You know what I'm saying? So, trolls, only God and your mama can love you. And I'm learning to love some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning to love some of y'all. All right. Last but not least, y'all know what time it is, man. One time. Yeah. And in remembrance of my brother, may he fly high, Jimmy McNair, brother in the cut. You know, hey, y'all know what it is, man. Here we go. Where's me gold? I need me shillings so I can troll. You know what I mean? And troll we must. Troll we must. So, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna stay on old Chuddy Chud, y'all. We're gonna stay on Chuddy Chud because Chuddy Chud is paving the way for black people. And what's happened to these January Sixers is paving the way for the reparations argument. You know, so we've got substance here. We've got substance. Now, what this has also done is also exposed the fact that these YT racist supremacists, they're out here by themselves, man. They're out here on their lonelies. You know, the W women, you know, they're not rocking with their man. Some of them, majority of them, are not rocking with their man on this racist stuff. But what they are doing is advocating for black men, or chocolate, as they would call it. Oh, we've got a lot to unpack right here, you know, and yo, I'm just gonna bring it to you, and we're gonna see where this goes. All right, so Chud the Builder begs for help from black people, and it backfired. This is Omeezy on YouTube. You know, we're gonna check this out first before we get into the real deal. You know, because I like the clown Chud, y'all. We knew this was gonna happen to Chud. Chud wanted our attention. Now he's got it. Now he's got it. Do y'all know how many people are gonna come up and get rich off of this whole Chud the Builder thing, man? We're gonna do the same thing to Chud that he did to us, and we're gonna make our money off of Chud. Can't nobody say we're wrong. Can't nobody say we're wrong. As we come in, ladies and gentlemen, let's remember to hit that like button, share the videos, you know what I'm saying? Pick your membership package, you know. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. All right, here we go.
This Chud the Builder situation is only getting worse because every time he looks for any sort of support, any sort of helping hand, even from people who he would expect to be supporting him, they are not there. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back from my hiatus of talking about Chud the Builder on this platform because last time we talked about him on this channel, I was celebrating so much that I had lost my voice. But this is the victory. And it's only gonna get better. But I'm here to tell you that all the love and admiration that Chud the Builder claimed that he was getting from his community and other communities by doing the good work that he was doing in the streets and the community is actually backfiring on him in real time. Those people who were supporting him were just doing it for clicks and views, and now when he needs real support, they are nowhere to be found, and we've gotta laugh about it. If you're new to this channel and haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. This is gonna be a fun journey, and that will go a long way. Keep up with me as we keep up with the worst content creator in 2026, probably in the history of content creation. Now, back to the video. Now, the last time that we had stopped in on Chud the Builder, he did not have any good news. There were claims that there were 12 security camera footages capturing the moment outside of the courthouse. There were claims that he shot 7 times recklessly in a courtyard in a public area where men, women, and children were walking through to go to court.
Now, that alone is hilarious. You get beat up, you shoot the guy twice, and still get beat up. You fire 7 shots, and you manage to cheddar bob yourself too. You can't make this stuff up. An idiot ending for an idiotic beginning. You know, Chud, we appreciate your idiocy. You know what I'm saying? Your idiocy. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We really do. We really do. Cry baby. What's up, cry baby?
There were claims that he was the aggressor, and none of it is looking good for Chud the Builder in his case, and claimed that it was self-defense. But probably the worst news for Chud the Builder was that the gifts and go money that he had collected, the donations from his community and his supporters,
y'all know Y'all know how all the YT racists came together and raised money, you know what I'm saying, to get Chud out. They ain't gonna let no YT supremacist sit in jail, you know what I'm saying, for some vicious acts on a black man. No, they too good for that. You know, their whiteness is gonna bring them through. They're gonna get away with it. I'm not gonna let you sit in jail for what you did to a black man. But if a black man did it to one of them, we'll never get out of the jail. We'll never get out of the jail. All right, Madi Allah, what's good? What's good? You know, I was really gonna say something about your pick too, crybaby. You read my mind. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something about your pick, man. I really was. I was gonna say you read my mind, crybaby.
Although still not enough for the then lowered $1 million bond, could not be used to get out of jail early. It couldn't be used for the bond. It just could not be used for the bond. Happy for us, sad for him. Now we do have
Crybaby, I know we gonna change that profile picture back, crybaby. I know we gonna change that profile picture back, man. You can't come in here like that, crybaby. You know the rules. You a moderator. You know the rules. Come on, crybaby. If it sounds like I'm being a crybaby right now, well, I've earned the right.
a better understanding as to why the judge made the decision to block.
Hey, did y'all notice when Chud the Builder was in court? He was too big, healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like bull built brothers as bailiffs. Two big, healthy bull built brothers as bailiffs. Hey, I did that. I did that. I did that. That landed. That landed. But anyways, they was looking at Chud like he was a plate of food. And I don't mean they was hungry. I mean they just wanted to devour him though. They was looking at him like I dare you to say it now. I'll lose my job. Say it. This judge can't stop me. Say it. Say it. They were looking at Chud with the hungry eyes. They wanted Chud to say it, boy. What's good is Satchel Grand Rising, brother. They wanted Chud to say the N word. Them batters are looking at Chud like, boy, if you do that right now, this job don't matter. I go to the next county over, boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Chud couldn't say nothing, man. Hey, man, this is the quietest Charlie Kirk and Chud has ever been in their lives. Oh, I love it. I love
That. And we do now understand why the donation game is extremely murky for Chud going forward.
You cannot use this GoFundMe money, or pardon me, the Give Send Go money, because that money was not raised for that purpose. And if you use that money for that purpose, it's called fraud. Also, Give Send Go's own policies say that you cannot use this platform to raise money for people who are charged with this kind of crime. So you can't use that money. Again, it was not raised for that purpose, and policies of Give Send Go say you can't do it.
And that to me makes sense. You can't raise money for your kid's cancer fund or research as to why you have this big hairy mole on your back and then turn around and use it to build an addition onto your house. That's scamming an audience. And if you go to his Give Send Go, you can clearly see that the reason why he started the original Give Send Go had nothing to do with the situation that he's going through currently. He's always been a grifter. He's always been a solicitor. He's always been shaking that cup for those racist dollars. And so he's been had this set up and it's not going to work. Now, just as of yesterday on May 26th, his team has put an addendum about the situation on the Give Send Go saying that all the funds are now directed to his legal defense. But buddy, you've already raised a ton of money. I doubt there's going to be any more money coming forward. Wait, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm finding this out in real time.
Are you seriously asking me who drill sergeant? Are you seriously asking me who's sending Chud money? We don't know who's sending Chud money. Baby reveal next month. I hope she feel better soon. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. My daughter been sick. I'm with her. Been so busy she having 2 almost 3 months morning sickness. Wow. Wow. It gets better. It gets better after she gives birth, I think. I'm not a woman. I don't know. I'm just trying to be optimistic here and say the right thing. Nah, but I hope she feels better. I hope she has a successful delivery. But yeah, man, the YT supremacist is sending him money. The YT supremacist is sending him money. This economy is, and we got people sending him. Exactly. Exactly. And you know I got to throw something on top of that. Damn it. Ain't nobody throwing us them down reparations. And them January 6ers finna get reparations for breaking the law. For breaking the law. We can't get reparations because during the time of slavery, they deemed it to be legal. It was lawful. But these January 6ers are legally about to get reparations for illegally breaking the law. Boy, tell me why T supremacy don't exist in this country, boy. God damn. Let's go.
That even Chud's like closest support system is total bullshit. It's totally fake. They're actually trying to get over on him. It's disgusting to watch in real time. But now there's been this new operation that has popped up from his spokesperson, person that's been acting as his spokesperson for the past couple of weeks while this situation has been going down. This tweet says, quick announcement, Give Send Go was able to get funds into the lawyer's name and will help greatly fund their legal expenses. This Give Send Go was created to help Dalton and his family with personal monthly bills and expenses controlled by the family. The Give Send Go says, Dalton either known as Chud the Builder, is a dedicated First Amendment auditor and contractor who was ambushed and violently attacked at the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee. Them trying to
ambushed and violently attacked. Man, why y'all got to lie? It's over 12 cameras that caught that man walking up to. Why y'all got to do this? You know what I'm saying? No, they don't care about us. Why they got to do this, man? Why they got to lie? And then they wonder why we talk about them so much. Because you make yourselves political pundits. You make yourselves social media targets. You know, you make yourselves look ignorant without even trying. Because we know that the IQ capacity is not there. It's not there to do the egregious, nefarious things that you guys do and lie about it and hide it and benefit from it and then laugh about it and then berate other people because they're complaining about your antics and the oppression. Come on, that's a sick type of evil right there, man. That is a sick type of evil right there. That is sadistic and twisted, man. We don't do stuff like that. That's only stuff you hear when you're talking about them people. All right? Crybaby, ultrasound and everything. Looks great. First baby for her. She's 27. Congratulations. Congratulations. 27 years old. Congratulations.
frame Chud the Builder as some sort of civil rights activist is fucking hilarious. He's a live streamer who wanted to get famous by being a dickhead, right? By being a provocateur. Not somebody who we should be taking seriously as a looker after of our First Amendment rights. And First Amendment auditor, are you serious? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. That's not what he did. But let's go on. It says, this hardworking and honest man is currently locked up, awaiting trial, and facing the possibility of decades in prison. While he fights these charges, this fundraiser is solely for his family's living expenses, rent, utilities, groceries, vehicle expenses, and basic needs. So his family can keep a roof over their heads and food on the table during this extremely difficult time. They go on to pander to the lowest common denominator here, which is that free speech shit. The people that really believe this free speech self-defense. Dalton has spent years peacefully documenting government overreach and exercising his First Amendment rights. Now his family needs to survive while he fights to clear his name and come home. Chud, they are playing on your top game. As is being exposed here by Paranormal Chris, he goes on to say, neither of these fundraisers for Dalton Easley, aka Chud the Builder, were created for legal expenses. For the crimes he committed when he shot Joshua Fox outside the Clarksville courthouse. Both says to help Chud and his family, while one said,
you have to pull out a pew pew. You go around all day. You know, Chud the Builder, you're supposed to be this 6 foot plus, just masculine built individual, just a brute. But you're a coward. You have behind pepper spray, bear spray, a camera, a pew pew. You mean to tell me that you will travel from city to city to antagonize black people, but you are so much of a coward when a black person give you the energy you're looking for? You've got to try to pull a firearm. You can't handle that one-on-one like a man. Oh, I forget. He's not an alpha. Also forget, he's not black. So they don't know how to stand on business. They know how to hide behind weapons. You know what I mean? That's the only reason they've got a head in this country and everywhere else globally is because of the GUN. But everybody's got those now, so I mean, what's keeping them ahead now globally? it's a wrap when he hit the yard unless he in PC. You know that boy in PC. You know he in PC. I hope you get a big black roommate, and I hope he's gay. I hope the big black roommate is the most biggest feminine homosexual on the compound. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. I hope he gets a black judge. I hope there's at least 2 or 3 black people on his jury. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, listen. I want everything about this boy the rest of his life to be black, and we can watch this boy chimp out. I'm a right Chud. I'm a right Chud. When Chud get where he going, I'm a right Chud. You know what I'm saying? And my letter gonna say who's chimping out now. Who's chimping out now? Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm a right Chud, man. I think all of us should right Chud when he gets where he's going. All of us should right Chud. You know what I mean? Send Chud some fan mail. Who's chipping out now? Who's chipping out now? I know he crying right now because some big black man, you know what I'm saying? Named Shabo done grabbed him by the throat and done flipped him over and done probably took him to Pound Town. You know what I'm saying? We already know he likes the Pound Town game. He's already been exposed, ladies and gentlemen. He's already been exposed by a Transformer. You know what I mean? So we know he liked the Pound Town game. He probably right where he want to be now. He probably hollering an N-word every time a black man hit him from behind. N-word, N-word, N-word. Who's chipping out now? I love it, y'all. Karma, man. Karma. When you do people wrong, understand it comes back. And it often offers more severe consequences and circumstances than usual. You know, if karma has to catch up to you because you failed to clean up your karma and make amendments or atonements for what you've done, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. You know what I mean? Karma is the greatest source of revenge, man. Because what you reap, you shall also sow. Real talk. Whatever you reap, you shall also sow. Let's go.
As legal fees to help fight slander. It says nothing about legal fees for all the crimes he actually committed. Also, Dalton doesn't have a family. The mother of his child left him and has custody of his son, and according to Dalton himself, is trying to change his son's last name. I don't know if y'all remember seeing that clip when he got out of the lockup the first time.
Do
He
y'all
came out and
remember?
said, yeah, man, my ex is trying.
Do y'all remember when his ex actually told him that she wanted to change the son's last name? Because basically he tainted his name, he dirtied his name up, and she didn't want the child to be victimized. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want this, which is smart. Which is smart now. You got to give it to her. But how is she, the mother, more of a protector than the father? Why would you put your child in that type of danger? Why? It's on like Donkey Kong when they get up in the. That boy gonna stay in protective custody. I'm telling you, that boy is not coming out of protective custody. Every time they let him out, he gonna be like, hell no to the no, no, no. He gonna sock a cop. They gonna put him right back in. You know what I'm saying? They gonna put him right back in. I'm telling you, that boy there, whew, whew. Guard your bone hole, Chud. Guard your bone hole. Ha ha.
To change my son's name. He doesn't want to be associated with it. She doesn't want him associated with all these different things like this.
My son's mother texted me today saying that she wants to change his name. She fears for him. She's like, "Oh, you tarnished your name."
Let's hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen.
So what this is clearly indicating to me is that, you know, people are trying to get over him. This isn't to the fiance that he supposedly had. This isn't to a family that rocks with him. This is a bogus setup Gifts and Go that is using Chud the Builder's name to collect a quick cash out. And I don't blame him because me and other commentators are grittying on his head too. Go ahead and gritty to those dumbass people that believe that he is Christian, he has these ideologies, and that he is trying to get some sort of money. This is what I mean by the support system doesn't really fuck with Chud the Builder like he thought it would. He thought he had these support systems left, right, and sideways, but it's not going the way that he thinks it's gonna go. But I digress. After the bond hearing just last week, a benefactor, an anonymous one.
If you manage travel spend and you're not using the van, you're missing out. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm Anita. And we're part of the finance.
Gypsy Crusader in his company stepped to the forefront and said, hey, I'll foot the bill for Chud the Builder. For those of you who don't know.
Oh, so we had somebody that was actually going to try to bond Chud out, y'all. They were trying to get Aiden Ross. They were trying to get Elon Musk. They tried to get all the conservative billionaires to bond him out. This boy is sitting on $1 million bond. The judge dropped $250,000 off of the bond. If you ask me, he should have added like another $250,000. And then you had the YT supremacists running around here then saying things like, how does he get a higher charge than all these M words, these murderers? They're taking people's lives and they don't get these type of bonds. Oh, well, we do get those type of bonds. And we also get long, disparaging, extensive sentences, which is called mass incarceration. We are sentenced at 2-3 times the amount of time as a Chud the Builder for the same crime and the same exact background. Same crime, same exact background. Will profile 6 times more than a Chud the Builder. And you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So these type of numbers and these type of occurrences, well, they make me happy, y'all. They make me happy, y'all. Nothing brings me more joy than to see Chud surrounded by nothing but people that resembles the people he don't like. And realize there's lots of white people in the system too. Chud better get in there and find Aryan Nation. He better get in there and find them white boys running around with them boats and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He better get in there and find them Aryan Nation brothers. That's what he better do. If Chud want to be safe and survive the rest of his life, he better get one of them area. He better get to the Aryan Nation crowd. That's what he better do. You know what I'm saying? Chud gonna be pissing on himself on a bus ride to prison. I'm telling you.
Know who Gypsy Crusader is. He is an online provocateur and racist, just like Chud the Builder, who has been featured on Aiden Ross and other people's streams, trying to get them to say the craziest things, enrage people, all that stuff. He's actually Chud the Builder squared. He's Chud the Builder times 10. Gypsy Crusader took to the internet to say, my sponsor, Duel, is actively trying to bail Chud out. They have the $1 million ready to go. They are just waiting for payment instructions through lawyers. I can't put into words how grateful I will be if they can make this happen. I'm very proud to work with them. Now, I can't.
They are backing this racist. Black people, and non-racist people, just good folks. Why can't we stick together like this? Why can't we stick together like this? Y'all see how much money, controversy, and hate and bigotry makes in this country with these people? And they're the main ones screaming, unify, stop spreading hate, stop spreading division. But you are funding and financing a racist who went around all day harassing black people and profiling black people and discriminating on black people using the N-word, threatening to unalive black people, leaving multiple texts, leaving multiple DMs. This is going to look good when a judge sees it. This is going to look premeditated. Chud does not stand a chance. And now you even have Chud copycats out here as well, doing the same thing. I've seen 2 stories now to where it didn't work out for these copycats, y'all. It didn't work out for these copycats. It didn't work out. All right.
Actively explain how bad of a platform this benefactor is, this sponsor is. But let's just
moderators, can we get some sun and some garlic in the chat? We got a vampire. We got to get out of here, y'all. Can I get some sun and garlic emojis in the chat? We've got to vanquish a vampire, y'all. Huh? We got to vanquish a vampire. We got to vanquish a pedo, y'all. Yeah. Galactus. We got to get rid of a Galactus. A pedo named Galactus, y'all. Can I get some sun and some garlic in the chat? Y'all know them vampires don't like sun and garlic. Y'all know Galactus don't even like baths. Galactus is a man that only like young boys. He reminds me of their Pope. You know, he reminds me of his president, Donald Trump. This boy's definitely in the Epstein files. I guarantee it. This boy sniffing little boy underwear right now as we speak. Aren't you, Galactus the pedo? Aren't you? Let's get him on out of here, Galactus. We don't want to disturb you while you sniffing your son boxers. We don't want to disturb you. Let's get you on out of here. We don't want to disturb you. All right, that's better. Let's go, y'all.
say that they are Chud the Builder times 10 in a dice rolling event. There's one clip I saw this weekend of a card dealer on the platform dressing in a costume that a mass pew-pewer did have on as they perform said mass pew-pewing. It's a really, really disgusting platform. It's right up Chud the Builder's alley, and I know for a fact that if they did bail out Chud the Builder, they would put him to work on the platform because they know that they could.
Boy, if Chud the Builder get bonded out, I don't think he's gonna live long. See, they keep missing Donald Trump, but I don't think they're gonna miss Chud, y'all. I'm not sure how Trump keeps surviving. I'm not sure. That's why I think all those stories be a hoax. You know what I'm saying? All those stories be a hoax. I don't know. They done hit too many presidents to be missing one. You done hit 3. How you keep missing one 3 or 4 times? I don't know. I'm just saying allegedly. I do want I want your president to be safe. You know, I want your president to be safe. Allegedly. It's got to be staged, man. It's got to be staged. If we know anything, man, listen, boy, it's some marksmen out there, man. How y'all gonna hit his ear and miss his brain? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. How do you hit his ear and miss his brain? I don't know how that works. They ain't gonna miss Chud the Builder though. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be staged. It's got to be staged. We know it's staged. There's always an attempt on his life when he want to play hero and he need to get his poll numbers back up and he wants the world to be patriotic. We know. The beginning game and the end game. You know what I'm saying? We know. But why they keep missing them? No. Gas will drop right away if they just refuse to miss. You know what I'm saying? All lives matter except for about maybe 2 or 3 of them, y'all. We don't care about Chud. We don't care about Trump. We'll come up with a third. You know what I'm saying? Charlie's already out of here. Per capita didn't even help Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Hulk Hogan is gone. I mean, the earth is cleansing itself. The earth is definitely cleansing itself. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that.
The money back. But that's the catch. That's where they're going wrong. You can't actually use bond money and bail money to get somebody out of jail and then think that you can put them to work in order to recoup it. That's illegal, right? So they still won't be able to do that. And so now Chud's legal team is crazy desperate. And by crazy desperate, I mean crazy desperate. They are looking left, right, and sideways in order to get some sort of support, funding, and backing in order to get him up out of that box. They want him up out of that box the fast way, right? And so they're...
Now, how do they advocate for us to stay in jail? But when they're in jail, and it's always them arrested more than us, you know, just per capita. Why do they cry about being in there? This man had his mama call the jail. Why are there female officers walking around here while he's in the shower? Why do the lights stay on all day and you can't turn the lights off so he can get a good night's sleep? Dummy, degenerate, you should have raised him better. He's in jail. He's in jail. He's not in the Marriott. He's not at the Hilton. He's in jail. The objective is to make you as uncomfortable as possible because you are a criminal. You did not obey the law. You did not obey the law. Chud be praying they don't turn them lights out. Chud's surrounded by nothing but black folks. They turn them lights out, Chud will never see what's coming on. They better keep them lights on. They better keep Chud lights on, boy. They turn them lights off around Chud and around them black folks. And Chud being a nig, and all this stuff and chimping out. Oh, boy, he ain't gonna never see his afflictions coming. That's a good thing. Turn off the lights. That's a good thing. Turn them off. Turn them off. Turn them lights right on off. Turn them off. He'll never see that big black man coming. You know what I'm saying? Turn them off. Yeah. Turn all the lights off.
Turning to anybody and everybody who will listen. The problem is that nobody is. All of the traditional folks that you think would be backing him and supporting him that are white are definitely not doing anything in their favor. Aiden Ross and Nick Fuentes have actively been on stream saying, fuck Chud the Builder, we don't rock with him. That's not somebody that I want to support.
Meet EM Sense, a breakthrough in foot therapy that wraps around your foot and ankle like a therapeutic boot.
support.
Now, listen though. Listen though. I got to be honest, man. I got to be honest, man. I've learned to appreciate Chud and the YT racist supremacists. I have. I have. Wholeheartedly, y'all. With my whole little black heart, I've learned to appreciate them a little bit. You know why? Because it lets us know that they're exposing themselves as being low IQ and deplorable degenerates. But their women, though, their women are standing on business. Every time they approach a white woman with this and they're screaming an N-word, it's the white women that's straightening them, y'all. It's the white women that's telling them that's why we don't mess with y'all. It's the white women that's saying, oh, well, I love the chocolate. And they hate hearing that. FBA Convo, salute to you. Salute to you. I can't do the certified because, listen, that clown right there, man. I can't do the certified. Damn that clown. But salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they worried about going extinct. They're worried about going extinct. They are worried about going extinct. But why would you be going extinct? Maybe the sun does not like you. Maybe it is diseases. Maybe it is famine. Maybe it's a curse. Maybe it's karma. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's karma. Real talk. Maybe it's karma. But anyways, these white women are out here loving the chocolate, y'all. They loving the BBC. I'm going to play it for y'all. I'm going to let y'all hear the advantage that the YT supremacist has given us black men. And I'm going to let you hear why these multitude of other ethnic groups of women choose us anyways over their own men, y'all. And I got to admit, I felt quite flattered as a black man. You know what I'm saying? I felt quite flattered as a black man to hear them tooting our horns like that, y'all. I felt quite flattered, quite inspired as a black man to see these women out here, these white women, standing on business against the white supremacist man and telling him, oh no, we want the black babies. We love the black man. The black man is masculine. He's strong. He gives us protection. You know what I'm saying? Better genetics. Yeah. Yeah. You know they don't like to hear that. They don't like to hear that. But they're hearing it. So salute to the white women out there doing the work too to fight this racism. You know what I'm saying? This anti-black little tyranny the world is going through. Thank you to the good white women. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
The builder, and I'm quite fuck no. I'm not feeling about. Absolutely not. He screwed up royally, and now he is done. First of all, they threw the book at this guy. He's got a record, so there's going to be no leniency. And then he's got all these tweets. He's got a mountain of tweets saying, "I'm inevitably going to shoot somebody. I'm inevitably going to kill one of you." How's that going to play in front of the judge? Not so funny now, huh?
And this,
whether we play in the snow or not, brother, it's still a great feeling to know that even white women disavow the anti-black racism that's embedded in a white man. That's what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at essentially. Instead of both of them historically playing the field against us how they used to, now the white women are like, nah, man. You know, and they're leaving the YT white man supremacist to do it and expose himself alone. So, hey, I've got to clap it up for the act of nobility. You know what I'm saying? I've got to clap it up. I'm not gonna beat somebody down who's trying and doing the work. And the white women are out here trying and doing the work, whether we playing in snow or not. You know what I mean? It's still good to share the world among people who look at you as people, rather than look at you as a target and two-fifths of a human being. So I've got to give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? I'm not advocating anybody go out there and play in the snow. I'm just advocating the fact that, hey, the white woman has grown. All right? The white woman has grown. She has excelled in learning and surpassing her own white male. She's not playing this race game. She's not playing. You'll find that it's mostly white men that are racist. These white women ain't not hearing that racist stuff like that. Some of the Karens, yes. You know what I'm saying? But not all of them. Not all of them. So if all we got to do is stand up against a racist white man, well, that's only 29% of their community. That's better than going up against the whole community. Y'all comparing the snow, the spice, and the rice. I ain't judging. Hey, I'm not saying I play. I'm giving credit where credit is due for people who have formulated their mindset to know that racism is ignorant. To know that racism is ignorant. You don't have to play in the snow to accept a compliment for someone who used to act as your oppressor as well. You know what I mean? So I've got to give credit to growth. I've got to give credit to the growth. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Only leaves Chud the Builder and his team to do the unthinkable. They now have to tap dance and perform for the black coins in the community in order to get their dollar. It's crazy. In an open letter, Chud the Builder's representation decided to reach out to black people. Black people, go figure, in order to raise money for Chud the Builder's defense team. Now, I want y'all to know that this is probably the lengthiest begging that I've ever seen. This excerpt here, though, is very interesting. Before the pew-pewing, Eartherly was a live streamer. He lost his livelihood after being targeted online and had his professional connections severed. BLM followed him for a year, making sure he couldn't work over a single event. Live streaming became his only way to pay his bills. His content was...
That's it, Mighty Allah. That's it. Facts open spiritual eyes. Don't focus on color. There it is. There it is. Content and character. Thank you. Thank you, Mighty Allah. I'm FBA all day, but I'm not racist. I say I'm FBA all day, but I'm not racist. Not racist. I'm FBA all day long. I'm black. I'm going to put my black first. I love my black power to my people, but I'm not racist. I'm going to give credit where credit is due because, hell, even though I'm black, I got some black people I can't stand either. You know what I mean? I've got some black people who's done worse things to me than, well, almost as worse things as some white people. Almost. Can't nothing top the evil white man. Can't no nothing top that. That's like the top of the line, top of the line, top of the line. Okay, nothing tops that. Nothing tops the works of a angry, evil, racist white guy. You know, but I've met some black people that come close. I've met some black people that come close. This is the equivalent of white saying we're KKK but not racist. Man, hush. Shut up with a name like Timothy Russell. With a name, you black and shut up. Shut up. It's always one of you. You probably conservative too, aren't you? Huh? You probably play in the snow with white men, don't you, Timothy? Don't you, Timothy? Huh? Don't you? Oh, you gonna shut up, Timothy. You can shut up or I can shut you up. Either way, you gonna shut up. Hmm? Tiny Tim. Shut up, Tiny Tim. Huh? You don't talk to that white man like that you married to. Shut up, Tiny Tim. Shut up, Tiny Tim. You don't talk to that white man like that you married to. You Don Lemon clone. You Don Lemon clone. I'm going to answer your questions for you. Watch this. When I say silence, I mean silence. Shut up. I told you was going to shut up.
Was confrontational and he used language that most people would call offensive. He did not walk...
I don't do Christians. I don't believe in Christianity that was put here by a white man and a colonizer. I can't do a Christian. Damn Jesus, damn that God in the Bible, damn that Bible. And as Mighty Allah just said, that's that.
On eggshells around anyone. This is the most I hate accountability way to tell this story. Chud the Builder lost any connections, was fired from his job, all these...
Listen, ain't no such thing as black Jesus or white Jesus. So no matter what color they want to lie and say Jesus is, Jesus was still a made-up deity. You know what I'm saying? Jesus was still a made-up deity. Damn Jesus. Damn Christianity. Damn King James. Damn that Bible. Damn that God in that Bible. And damn white people for using it to oppress and weaponize it against black people for control and brainwash purposes. Damn all of that. I'm on my spiritual shit. J-Dub. What's good, J-Dub? Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. Bro cares about skin color more than anything. I'm supposed to. It's okay when white supremacists do it. It's okay when KKK, y'all running around here, white power, white lives matter, and all this other bullshit, huh? Return to the land, remember? Huh? Remember? Arizona, Arkansas, where they building the white community at? sundown towns, right? Sundown towns, right? But you fussing because I care about my skin color. Man, if you don't shut your hypocritical ass up, shut up. You've been programmed. I've been deprogrammed. I've been deprogrammed. I will whoop one of your asses quick, allegedly. Allegedly, I don't care nothing about you. I can watch you and your children suffer with absolutely no problem. Huh? Absolutely no problem. And laugh about it. I'll put that shit on a postcard the way y'all used to put it on postcards. Try me. Try me. Try me. I don't care what happens to you guys. If I'm there with a camera, I'm going to publicize it and I'm going to laugh about it. I'm going to put it on postcards, postage stamps. I'm putting it everywhere. I'm putting it everywhere. Huh, you damn snow roach? I'm putting it everywhere.
For being racist on the internet. It's as simple as that. The letter goes on to say, here is the part that matters. Over time, something happened that your work predicts. Black people started engaging with him, not because he softened his language or performed deference, because he did it. He treated people as people, roughly but directly, without managing them as a demographic. Some Black viewers and people we encountered began to respect him precisely because he refused to perform the script. The moments of genuine connection in his content, the handshakes, the real conversations, the mutual laughter are the most human moments in any of it, and some of the most powerful I've seen.
Why are you so sour? You seem to be doing. I'm sour because I don't give a damn about you the same way you don't give a damn about us. It's all right for y'all to march around here with swastikas and flags and cover your face, you know what I'm saying? And your little cone hats and be all about white supremacy, have a whole white government colonize people and use white to control everything. But when this guy is all about color, shut the fuck up, you lying ass racist. You did it first. Then when we do it back, it's a problem. Shut your ass up. That's why we don't like y'all lying cursed ass. Stand out there in the sun with no sunscreen. Huh? You'll get 20 Hail Marys and 10 hours exposed to the sun, you vampire, with no sunscreen. You've been sentenced, you bastard.
Before. Now, there's two things that stick out to me. One, this is clearly the most AI written thing that I've ever seen in the world. It's so nasty that he would use AI.
If rodents say one more thing, y'all send that snow roach packing. Send them back to the Caucasus Mountains. Send them back to the Caucasus Mountains. Get them on out of here. Get vampire out. Can we get the sun and the garlic in the chat, please? We got to get a vampire out of here. You know what I'm saying? We got to get him out of here. We got to get him out of here. I thought the KKK thing was very funny. Very funny. And may they burn in hell too. May they burn to a crisp. May a black man whoop their ass. May a black man fuck the hell out of their wife. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. May their daughters marry black men. You know what I'm saying? You on your way out of here because you ignorant. You ignorant psychic. A psychic rodent. This boy knew he was going to be trash. This boy name is Psychic Rodent. You couldn't think of anything else in life to be but a rat. 6'9" ass.
AI as an attempt to, try to free this man or whatever the case may be. But two, Chud the Builder's team is turning to a community that Chud the Builder was openly antagonizing for support. Now, for what it's worth, I believe that you would at least get a few of these coins on your side. Already, he has Myron Gaines on his side, who we know that through past videos, Myron Gaines has struggled with identity issues. I don't even know if I would call him a coin based off of the fact that he doesn't even think that he's black. It's actually pretty disgusting. But I know that there are some others out there who follow the same type of rhetoric, the free speech stuff, all these other things. But what really shocked me is the fact that even these coins aren't taking the bait. They don't want anything to do with Chud the Builder.
Defenders. This is just the word. It's just the word. It's not just a word. Well, it's just a word, but it's got a lot.
That Jesus ain't no archetype for me. That Jesus and that God is not an archetype. That Jesus and that God was something sinister, something evil, something rather a white man's mentality.
History, but it's an offensive word, right? Let's say I go and tease it in the most horrible word.
See, the Hodge twins right here, they're like psychic and they're like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Majority of these people, hypocrites. Now, right here, they are the biggest conservative grifters. They're black, mixed, and they talk about all black people. But this particular time, mighty Allah, Jesus did not come out of Africa. Let's not do this, mighty Allah. Respect my platform. Don't come on here with mistruths. Don't do that, because I'm going to have to time you out. Don't do that. Please do accurate research, brother, before you come on here. Do your research. Jesus did not exist in Africa. Jesus came in the 3rd century, 300 AD, when the colonizer arrived on the coast of Africa. Christianity existed, yes. In Ethiopia, yes. But it wasn't Jesus. Jesus was not the prophet. All right? It was Osiris and or Horus during those times. Right. The First Council of Nicaea, 325 AD. The Ethiopian Bible says Yahshua, not Jesus. Oh, I appreciate it, Warren Simpson. Truck drivers love your content, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm not interested in a new Drake album. When y'all come on someone's platform, man, if y'all have not done the work or the research, don't put misinformation out there, because people can take that and run with it. And now you're making someone else look unintelligent. We've got to do the research before we speak certain things. You know what I'm saying? When the colonizers touched down on the coast of Africa in the 3rd century, that's when they brought Jesus to Christianity in Ethiopia to help assimilate white control and to help assimilate white supremacy. That was Emperor Constantine, 325 AD. I told you, 300, the 3rd century. And Jesus was written in the 3rd century, 325 AD. 325 AD. Moses didn't exist. Moses didn't exist. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to know what you're speaking on before you come in here and speak on it. You got to know what you're speaking on before you come in here and speak on it. Huh? Lost in you, shut up. Lost in you, shut up. You're just mad because you couldn't snatch that 12-year-old this morning. You're just mad because you couldn't snatch that 12-year-old this morning. Shut up, Lost in. You're just mad.
In any language. But let's say I go into some outdoor concert and it's a country music concert. It's a number of white people, and I take my black ass in there and I start saying offensive things to white men's white wives. And then the husband gets mad. He said something, and then she said something. I said, you know what, you're fat. I don't want you anyway. Yeah. And let's say they throw a punch at me, and then I back up.
Because he never existed. Those characters in that Bible never existed. You done read Dr. Seuss' Green Eggs and Ham. Have you ever seen Green Eggs? I like that. White Jesus is Caesar Borgia. That is where they got their pictures from. You can look up Serapis Christos. You can look up Sotomayor. What's the Ptolemy Sotomayor? Look it up. Ptolemy Sotomayor. Look this stuff up. Ptolemy Sotomayor. Ptolemy Sotomayor. Just say it in your phone. Ptolemy Sotomayor. Look up Serapis Christos. All of this goes back to the Council of Nicaea, 325 AD. Arius of Alexander, Emperor Constantine, and 318 bishops who met up to write Jesus into divinity, into law as God's son. And all they did was change the S-U-N to the S-O-N. Why do you think Sunday is a chosen solar day and is spelled S-U-N? But on church, they have brainwashed you to go praise what? The S-O-N. You know what I'm saying? He never existed. He never existed. I'm telling you, he never existed. Never. They want you to believe that so you continue to turn the other cheek. He never existed. And I'm not trying to disrespect you at all. It's my job to educate you and wake you up from your sleeping slumber. He never existed. Jesus never existed. Moses never existed. John the Baptist never existed. What document can you find that's legal binding that the world is going to pass around where you don't have to sign your last name. Your third eye is wide closed. Your third eye is wide closed. Once you study to show that self-approval, your third eye will open. And I'm hoping you get there. But right now, man, no, your eyes it's got a knot like that knot that was on Ray J's head. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to clown you. You just got to put in the work, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in the work. They weren't created by no God. That God in that Bible was evil. That God in that Bible was no different from Trump as president and these other pedos. No different. No different. That God in that Bible said it was all right for a woman to be raped and be impregnated. And if she was, she had to marry the man that raped her. That was that God in the Bible say that. And y'all wondering why nobody's getting locked up from the Epstein files? Hell, they didn't lock up none of them pedos in the Bible. They didn't lock up none of these prior pedo presidents like Thomas Jefferson in the game. They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do that.
My gun and shoot. Yeah. You think I'm justified in that? It's just words. It's my freedom of speech. Do you think I'm justified when I provoke and instigated the entire encounter? It's a slippery slope for our society too. What's going to stop a black man from going out there?
Mighty Allah, I will tell you though, your energy is telling me when you do reach your peak and when you do truly let religion go and you tap into spirituality, you ain't gonna be nothing to play with. You're gonna be powerful. You're going to, man, when you tap into who you are and you leave all that other religious stuff alone and your third eye is actually open, mighty Allah, man, listen, you're gonna change the world. If you're defending Yahshua and Jesus, you're religious. But I do believe once you're fully tapped in, brother, you're gonna have the strength of 1,000 black men. You know what I mean? Honestly, I just need you to put the work in, be inspired, learn the truth, think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? And go for it, bro. Be that leader that you're called to be. Be that leader that you're called to be, man. But you got to lead your people in truth. You know what I'm saying? You got to lead the people in truth, man. So you really got to dig for the truth, brother. Because you're going to have people depending on you and leaning on you for the truth. We've been living a lie our whole life. People want the truth, man. People are tired of being lost. They want to find themselves. People are tired of being used and lied to and shunned and oppressed and indoctrinated and brainwashed and colonized, man. You know what I'm saying? Brother, get to work. Something's telling me you called to do it, man. Get to work, man. Just don't put the wrong message out there, brother. I ain't knocking you. I support you, bro. Get her done. Real talk.
Flipping the script, hey, your wife looks like an in-lover.
In a shocking, and I do mean shocking turn of events, which you would think would be some of his biggest supporter, the Hodge twins, who, for the most of us that grew up watching them through, their workout series or commentary on relationships, have fallen out of favor with them because they have gone the full MAGA coin route, have decided they're going to take a stance. They are not on the side of Chud the Builder at all. The same black people that Chud thought would defend him are now taking a turn and kicking his back in. It's not just the Hodge twins of it all. It's actually worse than that. You have people like Officer Tatum, who is also a known black coin, who is also said.
See, and what's going on now? They're playing all the token, you know what's, the conservative grifters, the blacks who don't identify as blacks. Even these people aren't standing with Chud the Builder. It took Chud the Builder to turn a conservative black grifter back to being black. You know what I'm saying? I'm prophesied about. See, prophesy is a religious word. Manifested is a spiritual word. That's what I'm telling you, brother. You have work to do. I'm prophesied about, and I'm here. The Messiah is prophesied about too, so he is on his way in my thinking. He's not on his way. There's no one coming to save anybody, man. Brother, I I would never ever sit here and teach you to wait on someone to come save you. No one is coming to save you. It definitely won't be a black man. I mean, a white man. Jesus is not black. Jesus never existed. And that's just brainwashed so that they can control you. You know what I'm saying? So that they can control you. It's brainwashed. These people are living every day around you at your benefit. At your benefit. And at your disadvantage. And they got you in tune and waiting to die. You're waiting on an invisible person to come back and save you when you can actually have heaven here on earth while you're living and get the work done and save your damn self. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't care what religion it is. Got to let it go, man. Religion is just like superstition. Huh? You don't believe in Jesus or accept Jesus as God's son, then you're going to die and go to hell. They feeding off of your fear. Step on a crack, break your mama's back. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to come up off of this, man. When your car break down or your truck break down, go out there and pray. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Allah. I don't care what scriptures you quote. Pray till you get the Holy Ghost. Crank that car, see if it starts. It's not going to start. It's not going to start. Live while you're living, because the dead is for the dead. Point blank, period. Be empowered. Know the Most High in you. Know the God in you. And get her done. Get her done. Why the hell do you have to believe in something falsified to be a good person? Why do you let the government and this country instill this fear in you and this Christian BS to control you when this has been the substance of most wars in the country, evils, you know? Man, God is another religious word. You hear me saying Most High and ancestors. Brother, you're religious. You've got to drop that, man. Brother, you're gonna be powerful, but you got to do the work. You got to do the work. I'm rooting for you. I am rooting for you. You've been rocking with me for a long time, so I know you have a good mind. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for you. Real talk. I am rooting for you.
Saying, yo, this guy is stupid. This was weird. It was avoidable. He should be locked up. I don't understand any of it.
I cannot stand people that spend their time, effort, and energy to go around and live stream confronting people and being disrespectful nut jobs and antagonizing people to get confrontation. And when they get the confrontation, they want to pull a gun and shoot people and do all this old crazy stuff. You cannot go out and instigate a conflict, and then when you start losing a conflict, you want to try to pull a gun. This is self-defense 101. Self-defense is when somebody's attacking you and you feel like your life is in serious threat of bodily injury or death, then you can use deadly force. But there's a force continuum. You can only use equal amount.
Yes, magic and spells are real. Yes, magic and spells are real. I live that every day. It's no different from Christianity. Praying is a form of sorcery, and magic, a pastor using oil and anointing your head, same thing. Communion, same thing. Baptism, same thing. Same thing. Magic and spells are real. Yes. Yes.
A force as somebody's, presenting to you. Now, in self-defense, if you did not create this situation and you defend yourself, you could. But if you went out and created a situation, you cannot then claim self-defense once a person retaliates against you. This fool, he looks stupid. But what he's doing is a person that is broken and damaged and that needs attention.
Nobody talks against black people more than Jesse Lee Peterson, the Hodge twins, the Cartier family, and Officer Tatum, and Myron Gaines. And Myron Gaines is the only one that supports Chud the Builder. You have black raccoons right now finding their black again because of Chud the Builder. You know what I'm saying? Because of Chud the Builder.
They go out and they create environments where they get assaulted so they can be a martyr and they can raise money or they can go viral. Listen, young people, all of that is going to lead you to where he ended up.
Now, as a real content nigga, I know exactly what's going on. The ethos and the zeitgeist is not on Chud the Builder's side. Full stop. And any sort of support would be called out as being fake, disingenuous, and disgusting. And these guys know this. The reason why I'm saying this is because I don't for one second believe that these people have had some sort of real change of heart or they have some sort of new thought or feeling about this. Hell, not too long ago, the Hodge twins were talking about how a word is just a word. They were actually
Watch this. Watch how they contradict each other. Watch this. Watch this. Watch how the Hodge twins, who were just speaking in terms of the N word is a word of discrimination, it's offensive and you shouldn't use it. Watch what they were saying a few months ago, though. Watch this.
the use of the N-word on their platform.
For the most part, in America, we got equal rights. But there's actually a group of people that claim to be oppressed in this country, and they set limits to what white people can say. Like, white people can't use the N-word. I don't think fair to me. Especially when you came up with the word. Hey, you invented the word. Give them some respect.
But I thought they just said it was a very offensive word, and you shouldn't be going up to people using the word. Now they're advocating for the same people they were just talking against to use the word. So they gave life and breath and power to Chud the Builder. And now that Chud the Builder is in jail awaiting prison, now they're changing their talking points so that no one talks against them, knowing that Chud the Builder was actually in the wrong. So if they support Chud right now, they lose money. They lose money. But then it was cool to support Chud because we had that whole Shiloh Hendrix thing going on too. When she was called a little 5-year-old black baby, you know what I'm saying, the N-word multiple times on the playground. They raised over $700,000 for her alone. So it was cool then, just some months ago. That's how you know we're getting somewhere, FBA family. That's how you know the movement is moving. Because just a few months ago, it was okay. Now, it's not okay. And shout out and salute to brother Joshua Fox for standing on business and putting paws on that boy. Regardless of bear spray, pepper spray, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of a little pea shooter, you know what I'm saying? Salute to that brother Joshua Fox for putting hands on Chud the Builder and exposing him. Because without you standing on business, Chud the Builder would still be out here doing what he's doing. And most of the black people were afraid. So salute to you, Joshua Fox, for standing on business. Huh? That's what's up. In a mystic, I don't do religion. I do spirituality and experience, but I'm done. Mari Allah. I'm gonna say the same thing again, man. You really got to study spirituality. Everything you speak is religion. Like right now, you don't know the difference between spirituality and religion, and it's okay because as you grow more and more conscious, it's gonna show you. It's gonna reveal itself to you, brother. So just be patient. Be patient. You know what I'm saying? Soak up all the knowledge you can. Keep an open mind. You know what I'm saying? And learn how to doubt every damn thing. Doubt every damn thing. And do the work. It's going to come to you. It's not going to happen overnight, man. But see, you're already willing to do the work. You're already willing to be used, you know what I'm saying, as a mighty vessel, you know what I'm saying, in our community. So, I mean, brother, you going to get there. You going to get there.
Give them the respect they deserve. They came up with the word. But y'all know how sensitive black folks are. Man, these people are crybabies.
But now, because the times are changing and because people can clearly see through in this situation the nastiness and disgustingness of a Chud the Builder, they've decided they were going to flip the entirety of the script. They are now on the platform in the Chud the Builder situation saying that this use of language is unnecessary. It's disgusting.
Snoop Dogg. Well, let me tell you something. In here calling somebody Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? In here calling somebody Snoop Dogg. Yeah. This is Snoop Dogg. See Snoop ready. He ready. This is Snoop. You know what I'm saying? This is Snoop. This is old SNOOPDOGG. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thing. And they don't understand why he would do this because it's just proving he's an antagonizer.
Like, whenever you have self-defense, you gotta look at proportionality and who instigated the confrontation. It sounds like in Chud's statement on the audio said he tried to walk away. That's what he's saying. But there's a lot of witnesses, and if he did not walk away and he instigated the conversation, he starts saying, ooh, ah, and so, hey, look, he's chipping out. And he calls him an N-word. That weakens his self-defense claim.
But the reason why this matters, though, is because I know that Chud the Builder thought that he would have a collective of people on his side no matter what. He thought that he would have all these self-proclaimed free...
Oh, he does. He does. He definitely got all of white America on his side. He does. Because this is how they get down. He does.
Speech advocates on his side, championing him for the way that he would go about doing these things. He thought that he would have all of the donations in the world, all the financial backing in the world. He thought that he would have people ride for him. But as it turns out, he doesn't have the support that he thinks he has. He actually has some of the worst support system in the world, which would forever link him to this nasty, downright disrespectful behavior. And the people that he thought would have his back have subsequently turned their back on him, shunned him, and said that, hey, this guy is a weirdo. This guy is stupid. His actions are wild. We don't condone any of this. Now, it's clear that these people are grifting. I'm not giving a dog a bone for wagging its tail here. But I think it's funny that you think that, hey, these guys are free speech advocates. They're clearly going to be supporting me in any decision making that I do. So let me go ahead and just lean to them and see what they have to say. And they're turning their back on you in real time. I figured you would have white people that are conservatives looking at this Chud the Builder situation and potentially turning their back on him. They don't want to align with this nonsense. It's too much on the nose. That's why when Megyn Kelly came out and she said what she said, it didn't really shock me, right? She said that he was dumb and stupid and stuff like that. Megyn Kelly is a Fox commentator, or I think Xbox commentator, who disavowed Chud the Builder.
That guy is an obvious racist. I'm not surprised he shot a black man. It was just a matter of time from the look of it. It's disgusting. It's hate.
Boy, you stupid. You stupid. You for what's this cat name? You for something. Hold on. What's that cat name? You lose, I win. You a damn fool. You gonna lose every time. Cause you living a lie. Boy, first of all, we have no obsession with y'all. You guys have an obsession with us. Because we're talking about what y'all stupid white asses are doing. Now you want to come in here and play victim. Ain't no black obsessed with whites. We can give a damn about y'all. But we love y'all dumbass making for good content. We love y'all dumbass making for good content. Nobody in this country does dumber things than white people. Whether it's your racist acts, your temper tantrums, or watching you cook in the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's all entertainment for black folks. So there is no obsession. We actually can't stand you mother suckers. You know what I'm saying? Some of you. There's no obsession. There's a fatigue, but no obsession. Meanwhile, you saltines are obsessed with us grams. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave it that way. They've been obsessed with us forever. They're obsessed with trying to oppress us. They're obsessed with trying to reclassify us time and time again. They're obsessed with taking our resources, changing our history, rewriting history books, indoctrinating our children. They're obsessed with raping children. They're obsessed with raping chihuahuas. They're upset. Listen. If that loser say anything else in here, let's show him just how much of a damn loser he is. Y'all get him out of here. They the devil. Yes. They are the devil. There's nothing more evil in this world than white people, man. Not white folks, white people. There is nothing more evil on this earth than white people. Think about it, y'all. White people are so evil. White people are so damn evil that the sun gives life, growth, you know what I'm saying, health, everything, healing to everything on earth. Everything on earth. Because everything on earth is melanated except for them. And the snow that they come out of. Even a roach has melanin. But not them snow roaches. Think about it. The sun adds light, growth, everything. Health, healing to everything on earth except them. Why? Evil. Evil. I love you being white too. I love it even more when you're white and you're standing out in the sun with absolutely no sunscreen for extreme hours. I love it. I love it when you get that cancer diagnosis back. I love it. I love to see you looking 20 different damn colors. I love it. That's the only time your ass will ever have color. I love it. Please continue to get that sun. When I'm finished here, I'm going to get me some sun. You know what I'm saying? You go get you some sun.
Speech. I don't think the speech was necessarily illegal, right? Like hate speech is legal, but that doesn't make it okay or right. And he was definitely threatening and menacing in a way that, yeah, could arguably have crossed it over, you know, to incitement.
But I promise you, I was shocked that I saw these black.
What's good with you, Isaac Johnson? Hey, I had a cousin named Isaac Johnson too. Your name caught my eye.
This is the most anticipated smart security camera of the year. No internet connection needed. No wiring or complicated installation. And best of all, it's completely free to use for life.
Oh, I was just finna get on him. Talking about bro just ignoring me because he know I got facts. No, I'm ignoring you because your broke ass ain't sending no super chat for me to acknowledge you. That's why I'm ignoring you. I have like 3 or 4 Isaacs in my family, and like it was like originally 5. We're down to 3. 2 have passed. So it's a popular name in my family. It's a popular name. It's a strong name. It's a very strong name. Very strong name.
Bond at $1.25 million, based upon the fact of how many people were in the courtyard, were here at the courthouse, and the seriousness of all these felonies and his bond status. Okay? They taking you to jail.
So while Chud the racist.
Wait, actually, we're down to 2 Ikes in the family. And we lost 2. So it was 4. It was 4. Yeah, I think we lost 2. There's still, yeah. So it was 4 in the family. Juan V the second, what's good? Salute, chat. Salute. We hope all is well with you.
Continues to rot in jail. The good news for him is he does have supporters. He has many supporters. In fact, they're protesting and marching down the streets of Tennessee as we speak.
Hey, white power! White power, boys! White fucking power, boys!
Now, the bad news for Chud is while he has all these racists marching down the street and on the internet who share the same views as him, none of them have bailed him out of jail. At least not up to date. Now, that's not to say that it won't happen. It just hasn't happened yet. Dalton Etherly's life has been a living hell, sitting in a prison cell ever since he accomplished what he always wanted to do. Well, almost accomplished, which is to kill a black man. He got to shoot one, but he didn't get to murk him. And now he's facing 60 years in prison. He's most likely not going to get 60 years, but I will settle for 20. But if we get a very fair and diverse and partial jury, there's a very good chance he will spend the rest of his life in prison. Now, while Chud sits in prison right now, there's already Chud copycats out there, which is exactly why the judge and the jury, they need to set a serious example and a strong message to all of the copycat Chud builders, all of the racists that want to walk around provoking and inciting violence by race baiting, because the truth is, these are domestic terrorists, and they should be treated that way. So here's one of the Chud copycats right here. Now, we all know that Chud, he's already a coward. He walks around using these racial slurs, but he does it holding a gun and mace while he confronts black men. Now, in this Chud copycat, he's even more of a coward than Chud is, because he's not approaching black men. He's approaching white women and just using the N-word in front of them.
What do you think about? Don't say that. Okay, I was just wondering. What do you think about? Don't say that. I was curious. No worries, though. Hey, y'all have a great day, man.
Now, I'm sure some of you guys can relate to the scenario. Do you guys ever recall a time where maybe you were in school or maybe it was at a job you had, and there was this really pretty girl, right? She was probably the prettiest girl there. And there was a big group of girls that hated her guts, right? They just hated her. They talked bad about her behind her back. She ain't never did nothing to them. She don't even know most of them, but these girls, they talk so bad about her, right? Well, that's called envy, jealousy. And this is the exact way a lot of these inferior white men, they treat black people. This man is walking up to white women just using the N-word. Now, this white man, he thinks this is cool, but this is repulsive to the majority of white women, which is the reason why so many white women, they date black men. You see, from the inception, white people always, or I should say white men, they always tried their best to shame women out of dating or being attracted to black men. Now, sure, that might have worked back in the 20s and the 30s, but not in 2026. Because all of their envy, it causes the opposite effect.
Yo, the single most disgusting thing a man can be is racist, and then misogynistic, and then ignorant. And I realize you can't really be one without the other two. They all kind of come together in one big messy man. I have had it with the nonsense that I've been receiving in my comment section, so I've decided to create a series called The Stupid Shit White Men Say, because I'm going to make them so uncomfortable that they're going to learn to shut the fuck up.
White men are obsessed with black men, and the statistics about porn prove it. Did you know that red states actually consume the most pornography, and specifically that interracial is one of the most popular categories, as well as transgender? If you think about it deeply, that actually makes a lot of sense, because it's probably why they are so hateful towards these groups in real life, because they know that they have a sexual fetish or fantasy about these demographics. Specifically, BNWO, which is basically white men obsessed with white women having kids that are interracial, is one of the most popular things like currently happening. And I did not learn about this of my own volition, by the way. I've had multiple people tell me about this, that white men are really turned on by the thought of like white men going extinct down the line. And this all comes down to feeling like they're losing to black men in some way. And I think that's also why specifically BBC corn is some of the most popular on the internet right now. Specifically among conservative men, because a lot of them are cucks and they like to watch their white wives or girlfriends with black men. When you think about the comments that I've been getting, all of these things start to make a lot of sense when you know what they're into in the bedroom.
Tonight, this viral video of a Florida single father chasing down a tow truck is sweeping social media. Rachel Torres has the story.
Thanks, Steve. I'm standing on the street in Tampa where yesterday this tow truck driver was repossessing this father's car the second time in the last year. As the driver was pulling away, he saw the single dad frantically sprinting after his tow truck, trying to stop him.
Typically, I wouldn't have stopped, but I recognized this guy after I towed his other car the year before, and I wanted to see what was going on.
Stop. With inflation. Now, even though she provided receipts with everything she said, I'ma still go ahead and say she is spot on with every single thing she said, because the majority of these Nazis and Republicans, or maybe I should say Nazis/Republicans. What's the guy's name? He's half white and half Mexican. Nick Fuentes. He's gay. He's admitted to going to gay bars. He watches transgender porn. Chud the Builder.
They're all into this stuff, y'all. They're all into this stuff. They're all into this stuff. They're all into it. All right. I had to handle business. Y'all know my brother just passed away. I had to handle some business. All right, that's what that is. Had to handle some business. But
Is gay. He got exposed by a transgender person.
What's up, y'all? Lily Venus here. Pretty bitch with a big dick. It's literally in my bio. I'm only bringing this up because Chud the Builder's cameraman put our conversation on Broadway on YouTube. Now millions of people know what I look like fresh off work. Great. But in the caption it said that Black woman who used to smoke mid and get raw dogged by Chud the Builder. Well, he's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell me weed. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that I perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it for a very long time now. Most of my clientele is white men. We sign NDA agreements. I talk about me pegging all the time, but I never tell you names because discretion is key. Confidentiality is why my client list is so long. But Chud mentioned it first. I think that he said it the way he said it because the white supremacists were probably like, ew, you used to hang out with a black girl, shame on you. So you had to make it sound good. But see, here's the thing. I'm an egregore too. Lily Venus, hi. Hail the great mother. So I am all about enlightenment, controversy, occultism, witchcraft, and of course, love. So the individual you hear talking is actually a transformer, y'all. She's actually a he, she, it, whatever, however, whatever pronoun, it seems to be the better pronoun, but transformer. And smashing Chud. Smashing Chud. Listen. So me talking about this is what my brand is about. Let's expose it, bro. So yes, pretty bitch with a big dick. I have not Dalton since like 2015. He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap in such like the cutest way. Now Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't fuck him again. But I'm wondering, did you bring that up because you want to spin the block? Now, when I first met him, he was a virgin, and I'm having a hunch that he probably hasn't been. Ooh, Chud! I told y'all Chud was in the right place. I told y'all Chud was in the right place. Chud is right where he need to be. He's right where he need to be. Chud gonna work for that commissary. He gonna work. Since me and my ex-wife. We can start small, buddy. I got you. But you don't have to cap. Like, if you're gonna say that we say the whole truth, okay?
On this Memorial Day, we honor the brave. Their sacrifice secures our freedom.
Look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God.
Get your smile back with SPG Dental Implant Centers, designed to look and feel like your natural smile.
We collaborated.
We carry their spirit forward, united.
My God is so fine, it's starting to piss off racists.
Yeah, he in the right place. Chud is in the
Also
right
not
place.
into white guys, and I don't know. I something about like the colonialism look isn't really my thing, and
I could colonize you, girl.
no, I'm really good. I really don't want to be an Oxford study, and I just feel like the blue eyes. There was a thing about it being like a sign of inbreeding, and I definitely can see it when you say you're a little mentally deficient because I can tell, you know, just.
You think race mixing should be illegal?
What do you mean?
Like mixing races, like a black person, white person having children, like an Asian and a Mexican.
Yeah. Should it be illegal or legal? Should it be legal or illegal?
Illegal.
Oh, no.
Why not?
I love my chocolate. Yeah. Everyone loves who they love. I mean.
So you're a mud shark.
Oh, what?
You're a mud shark?
A mud shark is crazy. No.
You said you like chocolate men.
Okay.
So you're a mud shark.
No. I like everybody, but I like my chocolate men.
Why should race mixing be legal if the child is more likely to turn out?
That's a statistic?
Yes.
From what source?
Me looking around.
You looking around? Very credible, I do have to say.
If someone said to me, what is the main thing that I think about every day? Do you know what it would be? Literally just black men. Like, I don't even think it's an issue now. Like, I used to think that it was an issue and I never used to talk to people about it, but I generally think, like, that is my obsession and that's what keeps me happy every single day. So I feel like I was just literally put on earth to be a woman that loves black men and a black man to love a white woman. Like,
I told y'all, the white women out here standing up for us. Whether we're interested in the snow bunny and or not, they are doing the work. They are out here standing up for us. It used to be a time where they would have agreed with their own racist white male counterparts. But now they're singing a different tune. They're acting a different way. They have seen the light of justice. And I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right with that.
without me, it wouldn't be the same in this world. I'm here for the black men and the black men are here for me.
Now I want to say this because this is a very important point. Even if you're a black man that doesn't even like white women, you don't even date white women, these type of white racists, they still hate you the exact same because of your skin color. It's already a threat. And like the white girl said in that clip, these racists, they are obsessed with watching interracial videos like some of the clips that I'm showing you guys right now. In fact, a lot of times they're the majority of the ones posting all of the comments. And we know what type of comments they're posting because of envy.
I've never seen before. It's a mother, a daughter.
Now, this right here was a crazy story. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can say white women have forbidden fruit. That's as close as you're going to get to reparations. You know what I'm saying? Banging a snow bunny that's as close as you're going to come to reparations right now with these evil white men in charge of the country than anything. So I say every time you bang one, ching ching, knock some reparations up out of their ass. You know what I'm saying? The white women are reparations. I ain't mad. The snow bunny is reparations. You got to look at it in a different way. If they ain't gonna give you nothing else, you better take that white woman. You may not be attracted to her. Get your reparations. Used to be a time you be hung, lynched, drugged, and everything else for. You know what I'm saying? Get them reparations. Every time you bang her ass with that BBC, You know what I'm saying? Knock dollar signs up out of ass. That's all I'm saying. Get them reparations. Plus, y'all know white men can't stand that. They can't stand that. Get them reparations. You know, that's how I look at it. That's the only reason I court white women sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Let a racist get on here and say, I ain't paying you I'll be banging on one of their women by tonight getting reparations up out of ass. I'm trying to tell you, y'all. I'm all the way FBA with this thing. Huh? I'm all the way FBA with this thing. Real talk. I'm all the way FBA with this thing. I'm going to get them reparations one way or the other. Got me and up. And you know what? I think we'll end it on this note right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all for stopping in. I will be streaming a lot more. I ain't got nothing better to do. I hope to see y'all back. You know what I'm saying? I always enjoy the tribe and the family. We always have great conversations. You know what I'm saying? And remember, you can't make sense out of nonsense. And everything that white men are doing in this country right now is nonsense. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? You ain't have to pop in and tell me Jesus loved me, man. Keep that shit to yourself. I don't love him. He don't love me. Ain't no Jesus over here, homie. Ain't no Jesus over here. Damn Jesus. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, tribe, y'all know it's that time in the stream where I tell y'all, get your one-on-one, get your one-on-one, get your one-on-one with the real internal spiritual most high, the indigenous most high. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected. Stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, be you. Ashe.